Hey, it's me, Marky Joe, here to entertain you. Yes, it is my show. It exists. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it.
Yeah. So that's why some of the things in this game are just plain weird and seem to have no context behind them whatsoever. Like, for example, why does Mark decide for this cave he wants to wear pink?
And does he have a bow in his hair?
No, that's just... his hair's very shiny.
Oh, I thought it was either a bow or he was balding.
No, he's a kid. I mean, that'd be very progressive for them to make a game about a balding kid, but let's
or
be
a
honest.
transvestite young man wearing pink and a ribbon. Yeah.
Young man.
Total clothing rights.
Oh, here we go. We got a countdown.
Oh,
This
hey.
guy sucks. He's like one of the hardest bosses in the game. Because, again, Mark's range sucks.
Yeah,
and this guy walks way too fast for you to react to him in time if you're trying to beat down on him. So it just becomes a fucking, like, a smack fest where you're just beating him with your bat and he's walking into you like a rude asshole.
I can see how horribly difficult that was for you. Oh, you got a pill. What are you popping?
It turns you into Bert.
Oh,
Like-
you were already Bert, though.
Yeah, so it just prolongs my Bert transformation now.
Alright, cool.
Okay. What's weird is that if you crouch, you're invincible to these things right here, but
Really?
yeah, I can never crouch in time to, like, make it worthwhile, though. This is a part where... oh, yeah, using Bert here is very useful as well, because,
Really?
like, this is kind of the problem. This is why the game doesn't work in terms of, like, the bat mechanics, is that some enemies just straight up walk into you, and because of the range, it's just ridiculous. So you gotta use Bert for some spots, and Bert is just not interesting to play as, because he makes everything too easy, and it's just like, oh, stay away from him.
So flying umbrellas with mean eyes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you know, again, this game had quite a crazy imagination.
Oh, and fetus skeletons. That's horrible.
Yeah, they do look kind of like fetuses.
Oh.
Anyway.
I'm not getting into that.
Yeah.
We're just gonna beat up the nice little mean umbrellas that attack you.
So, you know, some people say that life begins at conception, but
Yes.
where does death begin?
When the
At
heart
death.
stops.
But, like, if it's a fetus that's dead,
Can we
was
not?
it dead?
Dude. No, not
Oh,
even.
man. There was a joke in there somewhere. I just had to, like, explore the subject matter a bit until I found the joke.
Really not the place to go, dude.
I'll suck all your blood with my 6 legs.
Ooh, yeah, that's not it's supposed to be an arachnid. It's not.
Oh my god, this is a fucking chaos fest right here. Ah! Why is he throwing X's
I
at
was just
me?
about to say.
They're weirdly 3D X's.
Oh. And what's with the vampire pig?
I don't know. I remember you guys would always say, like, those guys were gay. Like, boo. Like,
Sounds
because
like something your father
the way
would
they
say.
flopped their hands around is just...
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
I guess you guys just assumed it was very faggy.
I don't remember. Sounds like something your father would say.
These enemies seem rather half-assed, in my opinion. Like, these snakes just move left and right for a bit, and then they jump in a consecutive pattern. It's just like, where the fuck is the imagination? And this guy just walks left and right. He doesn't even shoot a fucking tail at you like the previous dude, so he's like an easier version of that enemy.
This one seems a little bit dodgier. Oh, okay. See, there you
Yeah,
go.
you need to use the deflecting thing for that. I really wish the game emphasized the whole bat mechanics more. Though, actually, come to think of it, that one enemy, the crocodile enemy that doesn't shoot at you, it actually is easier than the other one because it doesn't shoot a projectile. Because when an enemy throws a projectile at you, it actually does make them easier simply because like,
you just hit it back at them?
yeah, and it's also easier to deflect a projectile than to get up close to an enemy that's advancing towards you. Well then.
What
For some reason, this guy is
that?
not... It's a samurai outfit.
Oh.
And
On roller skates?
And I don't know what the fuck happened there, but I guess he has, like, female legs or something. Either way, no idea what the fuck they were trying to do there. Apparently, the Japanese translations are more... They make more sense. But anyway, what thought was I going at? Yeah, these guys, something about them. Fuck it, whatever. I'll just abandon that thought and hopefully correct it in post-production. Post-production, Marky Joe, put it in if there is something.
Yeah.
Basically, I was saying that the game would have benefited more if it had greater focus on the batting mechanic, which could have been done with better enemy placement and just better enemy design in general.
I was trying to say, oh. Oh.
That's basically everybody's reaction to this enemy, like, what the fuck?
We have to kill a kitten who's throwing
Kittens?
slugs?
I think it was throwing other kittens at us.
Oh my god, that's so not okay.
So what's cool is those blocks, the ones that go up and down. They have way too much HP with the bat, but if you hit them with a projectile, it kills them instantly. So if you want to
The blocks?
Yeah, the blocks that go up and down, the rocks, the
Oh.
rock blocks. If you want to be trendy sounding.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, just a little trivia that I found when I was playing through the game. I never owned this game as a kid, but basically what got me interested in it was that Mom kept telling me about some game when she was a kid where there were zombies that you couldn't kill, and the only way to get past them was to watch them dance.
Yeah.
And she seemed very fond of the game, and then finally I found out the name. And was like, okay, I gotta buy this. So I bought it on like eBay for like 17 bucks, and this music is awesome.
Oh, see, that's very clever.
Yeah, face the music. That's such a cool plug. And he's dead.
So, the speaker they left in this one.
Yeah, this guy is a speaker that you can't stand
That you
on.
can't stand on, okay.
Wow. So you
Wow,
have
okay.
a speaker that's invisible that you can stand on, and a speaker that's visible that you cannot stand
Well,
on.
they didn't go for consistency, did they?
That's like one of the worst things in game design when your rules are not consistent. That's like really bad. Come on. Oop. See? Those guys are more difficult than the tail shooters. Simply because they can walk into you.
They're difficulter.
Stop telling me rooms are empty in
Yeah,
disembodied voice.
I don't think that's... to me, that's a waste of time.
Damn it.
I'm busy, you know?
Yeah.
I got stuff to do.
It's also like, they could have at least like maybe put an item in those.
At
Like,
least something, yeah.
I could totally imagine like a reimagined version of this game where like you start with the bat as a weapon, and then like as you explore these places and enter rooms, like they have new weapons for you to pick up. Like maybe this place has like a staff that casts like summons snakes to attack the enemies.
Right, so...
And then when you're in the sewer, you have like a garbage weapon.
What do you mean a garbage
Like maybe
weapon?
a thrown out shovel, for example.
Which would make sense.
Yeah, and like maybe in the first stage you just have your bat, but like later on, like you get the ultimate weapon, which is like a sword, like an actual weapon, basically.
Something that's useful
Yeah, something that's useful for combat.
for this dude, because, you know... Okay, he's just irritated. Oh, I see. Okay, cool. Oh, so you get something from both of them.
Yeah, so it's worth noting that depending on the timing of your bat swing, it determines the trajectory of the projectile
Yeah, I
after you
noticed that.
deflect it. If you hit it with the tip of your bat, it just goes straight back at the enemy. The closer it is to your body, the higher the angle will be.
It's like actual baseball.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Additionally, if you when you're jumping, I think it has a fixed trajectory when you hit a projectile. I think it's just straight diagonal.
It's nasty.
Yeah. So this thing is
She
fucking
wants
adorable.
$3.50. Nancy want $3.50.
I'll check this out.
$3.50. $3.50. Is that how they said it?
Speaking of consistency, some of these rocks you can stand on, others you can't. And
Ah.
also, what the fuck
That's
is
got a
with this
Zelda vibe
waterfall?
there.
It's not even a waterfall. It's like a twitchy wall.
Is that no? I think it's either a waterfall or maybe it's showing.
No, but like, look at how poor that animation looks.
It's not
It
the
doesn't look
best.
like a waterfall. It's like it's a twitching blue wall. This guy cracks me up with his fucking neck.
Okay, because, yeah, skeletons will jump out of the water at you for no reason. What's empty? Oh.
The room?
I see. So
Nothing's
there's
in
a
it.
room with waterfalls in it. Or
Right.
some such.
So it's not empty. Oh, man. Oh, I'm being clever. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here it is. The zombies that make you watch their dance.
Well, show them why we were so thrown by this.
I'll explain it a bit.
Well, you gotta try to hit them.
Listen to this Japanese dance.
So you just ignore everything I say, aren't you? Fine, be that way. Kind of cool music.
I know.
What are you doing?
Dancing. Okay, so anyway, if you hit those guys, they break apart, and
They
then
fall down, then
yeah,
they come back up.
and then they immediately revive, and it resets the timer that you have to wait in order for them to like die. Basically, you have to just stand there and watch their dance, or else you're just gonna be stuck. Catch my javelin, huh?
So I think it's very clever because it goes against everything that you know or have done with video games in the past. You never
Yeah.
just sit there and watch them.
So, interesting thing, by the way. This guy doesn't have a hitbox in front of his sprite. I mean, he has a hurt box, but not a hitbox. But in the back of his sprite, he totally does. So you can just go behind him and kill him very easily. That's the weird thing, is that some enemies have weird hitbox placements because they're trying to encourage you to deflect their projectiles rather than attack them directly. And there, I assume they put the hitbox behind him so that you wouldn't be able to damage him in front. So you'd think, oh, okay, so I can't damage him at all. So let's hit him with his own javelins. But basically, all they did was put the hitbox behind him, so that way it was kind of like they didn't have to code anything extra, where they have to be like, oh, but specifically only hurt him with projectiles. It's game design, man.
There are no waterfalls and trees. I'm sorry, it just doesn't happen in nature.
I'm sure it does.
Where?
And before several people in the comments be like, there's one in my backyard. I live in upstate Australia. And, yeah.
Upstate Australia, dude.
Upstate Australia. Okay. I need someone to review my FE hack. He needs to be someone who won't cut me slack. It's Monkey Joe, he's arrived from his golden chariot, and down he walks